Hello, I'm in the shed again. I'm on another project at the moment. This is my latest little project. It's a Francis Barnett frame, James Francis Barnett engine, some forks where I don't know what they're off the forks, some are Japanese I think. I'm just building it up from bits and pieces. I started off with the engine, it was seized. I've done that now, put in the frame. With the carburetor that come with it is this carburetor. It's a big Amel carb, and this thing's not run for donkey years, and this carburetor is absolutely solid. Now, I don't advise doing this, but I can't. Blooming solid, this thing. It's not tightened up in the vise, obviously. This it's not been moved or used for. It looks like it's been a chicken shed or something. So the object of this little video is I'm going to try and attempt to show you how to get this thing apart without butchering it, because it's tight. This is tight. So I've done this before on bikes. Whether it's going to work on this one or not, I don't know, but the idea is instead of just trying to butcher it off with those big slip joints, is put it in boiling water. Leave it in boiling water and let it get hot, and then see if it comes to pieces. So I'm going to have a go at that, and if it's successful I'll put a video on YouTube for people, amateur mechanics, to show you what you can do. I'll put another video on in a second. Right, the idea is of submerging it in some boiling water. Well, it's not boiling water, it's hot water to the tap. Just get it nice and warm to start with. As hot as my tap will get that. It's quite hot. So that's going to heat the carburetor up to a point. But it's not going to be hot enough. Because what I'm going to do now is boil the kettle and then empty some of that water out, and then pour some boiling water over it. Don't put the boiling water over straight away, because the carburetor will warm up and protect some of the heat out. So by doing this, that hot water will have heated the carburetor up to a certain amount, and when I put the boiling water on, it'll not take as much heat out of the water. So let's go at that. Right, so I've got the carburetor, is nice and hot now. I've took the water out. I'm going to put boiling water over the top of it now. So the idea is this is going to expand all this aluminium to a point where things should come loose. It'll still be tight, but it should be a lot better than what it was. So what I'll do is now I'll take this back in the shed and put it back in the vise and see if I can get the top off. Right, it's you might just be able to see it's still steaming. So I've just pulled it out of the boiling water with the slip joints, and I've just boiling water. I've just put it in the vise. Now I've put it in the vise, and it's not tight, that vise, it's just stopping it from twisting. Now that is quite warm. That I'm going to try and take the top off. I'm trying to do this one-handed. It has just moved very slightly, so I'm going to try and move it back again. It's just moving very slightly. Now, I'm not trying to butcher this thing, I'm not trying to force it off. I'm trying to work one-handed with the camera. It's just it is turning, but it's very, very slight. So I might have to resort to something a bit hotter. I'm going to warm it up using this. Don't like doing this, but you have to do what you have to do sometimes. I'm not going to overdo it, just going to warm it up with the matte gas, just enough to get that top ring moving. Go too close to this matte gas, it will melt the damn thing, because it's quite powerful. Give it another try. Right, something's gone. I don't know if I've damaged it or what, but hot I don't know if I've damaged it or not, but you have to do what you have to do sometimes. Something's moved. Springing. I might have got away with it, I'm not sure. Can't see it. Can't see anything broken anyway. Alright, I'll have a look in a minute, I'll go back on again. Right, still this. I'll just put it back in the boiling water. I'm going to see if I can pull the slide out now, because that will be tight. So I'll put it in boiling water again. It's in that same bucket. I'll just take it out, it's still steaming. Let's see how tight that is. There's a piece of the old cable still stuck in there, it's been snapped off. That's it, it's moving, see. So a little bit of wet stuff in. Not much in here. Bit of wet. I think that's salvageable, that. Even needle looks alright. Surprising. Put the bucket boiling water. So that's how you get them out. I mean, if you don't put them in hot water, these things can be so tight you can actually just bust the whole thing just trying to get it to pieces. So just a bit of a tip for anybody who's doing a carburetor. That carburetor's probably been like that for 50 years. I have a peer inside of this float bowl. Instead of using a screwdriver, I like to use these little 1/4 inch drives with a screwdriver, because you can push down and get it. Oh, famous last words. There. Without chewing the heads off. You can get a nice short push on it. Push all your weight on and use the lever. Don't look a bit workshop, it's like a tip. I'm not the tidiest worker in the world. Try to work one-handed again. Hold the camera. I'll have a little look inside of here. And then we'll not be surprised in bits then. Lucky these have come out so easy. It's a bit of a... I was a bit worried these could have been so tight they could have stripped off, but they've probably put them in the boiling water's loosened them. So it just expands all the aluminium that little tiny bit. Let's get the blade on. I've just put my blade under it to come off fairly easy. So it's what I call once cleaning out this. That's a bit dirty. Like salvageable though. So this is salvageable. Big gasket. That little spacer that always gets lost, that goes on top of that pin there. Some pointed nose pliers. Okay. So there we are. It's in bits. What I'll do now, I'll put some petrol in this and soak it in petrol for a day or two. Get to everything, but to be honest, everything seems to be alright. A bit of cleaning, some new gaskets, and I think we'll be away. But that's how you take them to bits. Don't go hand-fisted and just try and butcher everything off. Just try and take your time. Okay.